If you are a to-be bride or a bridesmaid or anybody who plans to wear any kind of lehenga this marriage season, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be telling you about a basic workout which you can do at your home to get those perfect abs or to strengthen your core muscles to flaunt that perfect and fabulous lehenga of yours which you plan to wear in the coming functions. Even if you are an absolute beginner and you have not done any kind of strengthening exercises or any kind of exercises for your core muscles till now, need not worry, because these exercises which I am going to tell you will also work perfectly for those people as well who have not worked out till now or who never used to work out till now, because they are not very difficult and they are for beginners itself. So you can do these exercises even if you haven't done any form of core exercises or any strengthening program till now. Also, these are easy to do, can be done at home, and they do not require any special equipment which is needed to strengthen your muscles. We talk a lot about the core muscles. Now, what exactly are the core muscles? Let's see it. So basically, any muscle that is between your chest and your hips, it consists of your core muscles. And the most common muscle that you must have heard about is your rectus abdominis, which is generally the six-pack muscle which is present in front of your stomach. Let's begin the first exercise. It is called pelvic bridging. In this you have to lie down on your back with knees bent and your feet should be flat on the ground and your hands will be by the side of the hips. Make sure your abdominal muscles are contracted or your core muscles are contracted throughout, and you have to keep on breathing throughout these exercises. After that, lift your pelvis up from the floor and maintain around 45 degrees of angle off your back from the floor. Since we are doing the beginner's exercise for your core muscles, this exercise will not be that difficult because you're doing it while you're lying down on your back. Try to hold this position for 10 to 15 seconds, and when you're able to do it, gradually increase the hold time and try to take it up to 30 and 60 seconds after that. Repeat it 10 times and then gradually increase the repetitions as well. This exercise works best for your core muscles, your gluteus muscles, that is basically your hip muscles, and your low back muscles as well. Now starting with the second exercise, it is called heel taps. Basically the position is same as of the first exercise that we did, that is what we did for the pelvic bridging. In this you have to lift your chest towards the ceiling, then you have to keep your neck relaxed and bring your shoulder blades little off the ground, and after that you have to tap your right hand to the outside of your right ankle while you will be flexing your right oblique in the process, that is the right side of your abdominal muscles will be working here, and the same process will be done on the left side when you will try to touch the left heel with your left hand. Repeat this on both the sides for 15 to 20 times, and after that take a break of 5 to 10 seconds and then continue the same process with a repetition of around 10 to 15 repetitions. Now coming to our third exercise, we call it cross moves. Again you have to start this by lying on your back and your hands at the sides and your leg will be straight. Now after that you have to bring your left knee and your right hand together at the hip level and then actively push them into each other until you feel a little burning sensation in your abs. Hold this for 10 seconds and then you have to switch sides. So basically you are pushing your hand into your leg and you are pushing your leg into your hand, but you are not allowing any movement to occur because both the forces are balanced perfectly with each other. While you are doing that, you have to keep on contracting your abdominal muscles and try to maintain your back flat on the ground. This kind of effort requires your abdominal muscles to really contract well. and is a good exercise for strengthening your core muscles. Starting with the fourth exercise, we call it crawl planks. Now we have heard about kind of planks. This is little different. In this you will begin while you're sitting on your heels. Then you have to walk on your hands so that your wrist is immediately below your shoulders and your arms are straight, and your body, it forms a straight line from shoulder to your heels. You have to balance on the ball of your feet, and you have to keep your abdominal muscle or your core muscles engaged or contracted throughout, and try to look slightly forward while you're maintaining this position. Hold this position for 10 seconds to 20 seconds initially, crawl back to the initial sitting position, and then again come back crawling to this plank position. So by this way you are not maintaining your plank for a very long time, you're taking slight breaks. Do this for a repetition of 10 to 20 times initially when you begin it, and you can gradually increase the number of repetitions when you find it comfortable to do this. Coming to our fifth exercise, it is called as plank lifts. You have to begin this exercise by coming on your all fours, that is on both your hands and your knees. So once you're in this position, keep breathing and engage or contract your abdominal or your core muscles, and after that try to lift your knees up from the floor just 1 to 2 inches above, just 1 to 2 inches away from the floor. And while you are maintaining this position, try to maintain a steady position with contraction of your abdominal muscles alongside, and you will be bearing your weight on your hands and your toes of the feet. You have to keep on squeezing your core muscles throughout while you are maintaining this lifting position from your knees. The real challenge is to maintain a steady state, that is, you do not have to do any movement here. Just keep on contracting your abdominal muscles and maintain this lifting of your knees off the floor. Hold this position again for 10 to 20 seconds in the beginning and gradually increase the whole time. Now coming with the sixth exercise, it is called side planks. Now in this you have to be on the side of your body, and your elbow will be immediately below your shoulder joint, and you have to lift yourself up from the pelvis area, so that again your body makes around a 45 degrees of angle from the floor. Now you can keep both your feet either in front of each other, or they can be stacked over the top of the other. You can begin doing in whichever way you feel comfortable initially. Hold each contraction for 10 seconds. This exercise will be little difficult in the beginning for people who are doing it for the first time. You do not have to raise your arm up the way I am showing it. You can keep it either on the floor or on yourself. Repeat the same exercise on the opposite side as well. The hand can be placed either on the floor, it can be bent at a 90-degree angle. It is not necessary that in the beginning itself you have to raise it upwards the way I am showing you. And finally we come to our seventh exercise, which is called reverse lifts. We have heard a lot about the crunches that we have to do to strengthen our abdominal muscles. In this we are kind of doing it in a reverse way. Start this exercise with lying on your back. Your legs will be lifted so your thighs are perpendicular to the ground and knees will be bent. Curl your knees into your chest and lift your hips off the ground. Now ideally this movement should be controlled, but as a beginner it might not be possible for you to do it in a controlled fashion. Do it for 10 to 15 repetitions. So basically you have to be steady on the floor, you just have to lift your hips off the floor. Take a break in between. And here we are done. Now since you have done so much of exercise, you always have the option to sleep off at the end of it. Relax yourself, cool down, and I assure you by the end of all these exercises you will be having that trembling kind of feeling in your abdominal muscles. I can give you a little relief here. Now out of all these exercises that we have talked about and we have seen that you should be doing on a daily basis from now on, you can choose any 5 exercises that you find comfortable and you think that you can do it and suits your walking pattern. So choose any 5 exercises and stick to those exercises regularly, and you still have about 1.5 to 2 months before all these functions and festivities start. So the time to work on these muscles is right now. If you find this video informative, then please like it, share it with somebody who might find it useful, and subscribe to our channel for regular informative videos on healthcare. Till then, be happy, be safe, and I'll see you soon in my next video.